All right, so to begin building a Peardeck presentation, you need to either start with an existing Google slide deck, or you can start with a blank Google slide and build from here. Either way, we're going to look for the word add-ons in our toolbar up here. We're going to click on add-ons. We're going to find the Peardeck add-on. As a Northwest ISD employee, you have access to the premium version of Peardeck. And so when you click on Open Peardeck, this the add-on opens up off to the right. We have these first three. It says beginning of lesson, during lesson, end of lesson. These are all built-in templates. If I click on one, I can just as easily click on one of these templates and it will automatically insert that slide into my presentation. Okay, and I'm going to add a new slide. So this one said, draw or type two things you already know about today's topic. So this is a drawing slide. I'm going to go back to now the middle of the lesson. I'm going to look at some of their templates here. The interesting thing to note is that you can edit any of these templates as you see fit. So even though I may not be discussing bees, okay, and maybe I am talking about totem poles. I'm going to search for an image of a totem pole. And now I've just edited their template. And so the students could still do the same things. I can move these around as necessary. I can make these fit my content. Okay. If I go back to the end of lesson, here these are more reflective templates. Notice underneath each template, it tells you what type of interactive slide they are, whether it's a text slide, a drawing slide. And now I'm ready to go with this presentation. I'm going to jump back to this other one. So I'm going to first, again, I have to find my add-on, Peardeck, open Peardeck add-on. Okay, so we've looked at these first three templates. Here is another set of templates that have revolve around social emotional learning. Again, if I click on those, I can just easily click on the template and it will insert it into my presentation. But let's say that I have a slideshow already ready to go, and I'm going to find a slide that does not have any interactions on it. This slide. Okay, so I'm going to go back. So we've looked at all of these templates here, but down at the bottom, as you scroll down in the add-on, you'll notice that there are some blue circles. Okay, these are all of the different types of interactions or ways that we can make these slides interactive. And so notice this slide, we know that this slide does not have any interactivity on it because it is missing the Peardeck label down at the bottom here. Notice this has a Peardeck label. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this slide. If I want to make this a text slide where students will be able to have the ability to answer by typing, all I have to do is click on this text, this ABC, and it is now making my slide a text slide. Notice that the Peardeck bar down at the bottom says students write your response. Okay, and down here in the speaker notes, say this is a Peardeck slide, so that it lets you know. Now, let's say I don't want it to be a text slide, but I want it to be a multiple choice slide. Okay, so I can click on that, and it's going to update my slide. I'm going to type in my answers. Okay, this is neat. Not sure what I am doing, or can't wait to learn more. Okay, and so I'm just going to update it. Now, we are not going to see those answer choices on here, but when we present our lesson, our students will get the opportunity to see that. The same works with the number in the website. If I click on website, this makes it to where I can interact with the website just as you were able to interact with it earlier as a student. And the draw, same thing, I can update my slide. So all of these blue options allow me to make existing slides to where there are interactive pieces on them. The draggable, I want to show you that very quickly because you have a bit more options with that. So you can choose different types of shapes, okay, and you can choose the color of those shapes. I'm going to make a, no, let's go with. So here they give you a preview. You can also change the slider here, the size of the shape. And then we can add another. Now you can add up to 5 different shapes. Okay, and notice they all show up here. They all are the same size. Okay. And then I would just click update slide. And again, you're not going to see those dots on this until we are actually presenting the lesson, but you do see them down here to let us know that this is a Peardeck slide. And notice even down in the bottom right, it says this is a Peardeck interactive slide. Do not remove this bar. If you happen to delete this bar, it goes away. The interactivity goes away. So we just don't want to delete it. At this point, once you've built something that you are ready to present, okay, you go to present lesson. Make sure that we don't click the Google Slides present because then it's just going to be presenting and students won't be able to access or interact with your lesson. So you click the green present lesson button, and it's going to compile all of your Google Slides into a lesson. This first part is going to show you that you can open up the teacher dashboard with your computer, or you can also open it up here with on your computer or on your iPad. So this is what you would direct students to go to. Always joinpd.com, joinpd.com, and then you would have them type this in, this code, FOAOQ. Okay, and then once they're in, you'll click continue, and you're ready to move them on really anywhere you want in the lesson. So that helps get started on how to build a Peardeck presentation. Feel free to reach out to your instructional technologist for any questions and any other help that you may need.